Teaching you how to sew in less than 10 days, part 8, how to finish raw edges. Doing this is how you make sure that your garment doesn't unravel and you don't have any loose threads falling out. What I'm talking about goes back to what we covered in part 1, having a sewing machine versus a serger. But if you're not ready to invest in a serger just yet, that's okay. I'm going to show you how to do it with a sewing machine. What I want you to do is after you've cut your fabric, I want you to take it over to your sewing machine and set it to a zigzag stitch. You could get a fancy presser foot here, but you really don't need it. I want you to line up the edge of your fabric in your machine so that both points of the zigzag are alternating on and off your fabric over the raw edge. You can turn your hand wheel a couple of times in the beginning just to make sure that it's lining up. Stitch length and width settings are really dependent on personal preference and your fabric itself, but I recommend starting with a 3 for width and 2 for length, and then adjusting as needed. Now, there are instances where you may not finish the raw edge. For example, whenever I'm hemming a pair of pants, I usually don't finish the raw edge because it's going to be folded up and sandwiched in between 2 layers of fabric. It just kind of creates unnecessary bulk. And really, the only time I'm finishing the raw edges of my garment is when they're going to be visible from the inside. Okay, y'all, we're almost there. Stay tuned for part 9, where I'm going to be giving you a crash course in sewing patterns.